Hey, I hope you're having an amazing day today. In today's video, I'm gonna be talking about why I always ask my dog, Jackson, my puppy, to sit before anything that we do. So let's get straight into the video. Starting off at number one reason why I ask Jackson to sit every single time is because of obedience. By having Jackson sit every single time, he learns that if he wants to do something, if he wants this or that, a treat, or wants to go outside, whatever it may be, he needs to listen to me. Aussie being one of the smartest dog breeds out there. Actually, they are known as the Einstein breed of dogs. If you guys don't know that, fun fact. But because their minds are always churning, it is imperative that you mentally exercise them, and this is one way to do so. On top of that, having him sit before a meal or putting on a leash to go outside is also a great way to establish routine. And if you guys don't know, having a routine, having a schedule makes a dog's life so much easier and less stressful than is it as if it was more chaotic and kind of random. Number two, the second reason why I have Jackson sit before anything that we do is to exercise those hind leg muscles. So if you guys don't know, Jackson has hip dysplasia, and because of that, it is very important that I build the muscles, especially in the hind towards the rear where the hip dysplasia lies, so that it could ease the pressure, ease any pain that, although he might not feel right now, but in the long term. So one exercise to really build those hind leg muscles is actually by having him sit, come up, sit, come up, repeatedly over a span of 1 minute to 2 minutes, up to 5 minutes. It's a great exercise, again, to build those muscles slowly and progressively. Although this is not repeatedly, having a routine, obviously, and having them sit every single time, slowly but surely adds to this exercise. If you want to learn more about building muscles in the hind legs, I've made a past video on this channel. You guys would love to check it out. It's very informative, again, on how to build the hind leg muscles in dogs. The third reason why I have Jackson sit kind of goes alongside with the obedience reason, but it's to combat bad behavior. Before, if Jackson was sporadic or crazy or doing something very rude, I would actually have him sit, and by him obeying that command sit, then obviously he stops the bad behavior and will just kind of stay calm, stay quiet, and in a little side tangent, it also adds to him adding to the more calm behavior side of things. If your dog is doing something that you don't like, it is better to give him a clear direction, a clear command on what to do, as opposed to letting him be loose, creating this habit of a bad behavior. So by telling him or her to sit, it gives them a purpose, a direction, and at the end of the day, makes both lifestyles less stressful. And the last reason why I have Jackson sit, I talked about this a little bit on the previous reason, but it encourages calm behavior. If your dog is going crazy, maybe he's anxious about something, maybe he's scared, instead of biting or being destructive or whatever it may be, giving him or her a clear direction, a clear demand of sitting diminishes and combats that bad behavior. But on top of that, when he sits, he's gonna sit completely still and not be as anxious and not as chaotic. By giving him the sit command, it almost gives you a controlled behavior as opposed to an out of control hyper behavior that you might not want your dog to create a habit of. But yeah, guys, that concludes today's short video. I just wanted to talk about this little small trick that I have come to learn with my experience with Jackson. Having him sit is great because every time he wants something, he will just sit and look almost into my soul, just stare at me with his eyes and sit and have this calm behavior when he wants something. And I love that about him, because before, when he wanted something, he would nip, he would bite. I'm sure you Aussie Doodle owners / Australian Shepherd owners can attest to the nipping and biting stage of these dogs. Again, it is a great way for him to communicate to me in a nice, calm behavior. If you guys have any little small tricks or tips, please leave them in the comment section down below. I'd love to learn about them. And also on top of that, I'm sure a lot of people can find them helpful too. As a reminder, please hit that like button, as it really helps in the YouTube algorithm. And if you're new here, welcome. Please hit that subscribe button too, as it really means a lot to Jackson and me. Also, I created an Aussie Doodle lovers / owners Facebook group. I'd love for you guys to join. Post about your Aussie Doodle. If you have one, you don't have to own an Aussie Doodle to join. Click the link in the description. I'd love to grow that community there. Tell your dogs you love them. Jackson, I love you like a boy. Thank you for watching and have an amazing day. Yay!